I think that what has been hopeful for a lot of folks coming out of this is that when you look at some of the places, Dublin, Ireland, or in Australia, here some folks didn't expect to see protests, say, in Bel Air, maybe even Roland Park. Tell me about the conversation being brought and what's different now. I'd wager to guess that had this not been in the midst of a pandemic, maybe some of these may not have been as well attended because we all been sitting at home and being able to see video repeatedly. Seeing these types of crowds, do you think that changes this from 2015?
That's what most of us want to believe. You know, most of us want to believe that we're finally at a point as a country and as a society, as a city, where people are finally hearing us. I've been asking myself and a lot of people that I've been organizing with that same question because for a person like me, you know, I ask, why now? You know what I mean? Because it's not like this is our first example or our second example or our third example. You know, before this this most recent string of state-sanctioned murders, you know, when I watched Eric Garner's video, I told myself no human being with a pulse could watch this video and not feel as though this is a real systemic issue. I said the same thing after Sandra Bland. I said the same thing after Freddie Gray. I said the same thing after person after person after person. But I think that the fact that we are still kind of on quarantine, that you are in the midst of a global pandemic, and for the first time, white America is being more vocal and more action oriented than I've seen them in my lifetime. And I think that that simple fact for the reason for that is because a lot of them, for the first time in their lives, start to understand what some Black people have been dealing with for generations, because they don't know when their next paycheck is coming. They don't know what their job security looks like going forward. They don't know what healthcare is going to look like for them and their families going forward. And these are struggles that have been prevalent in the Black community, not just during this time of pandemic, but for generations. So when you're locked down in your crib and you're actually dealing with some of those same societal issues, and now you're looking at your phone and you're looking at the news, and it's a little bit harder for you to turn the channel. It's a little bit hard for you to turn a blind eye to what's going on, because you're starting to see that this doesn't just affect one of us, this affects all of us. You know, so again, it's great that everybody is starting to feel like, all right, I can understand why these people are upset. I can understand what they're organizing behind. But without the actual sustained action, all of these marches, all of these protests, all of these posts that people are making on social media, they count for jack.
I see you
We
nodding.
need to make sure that we actually translate all of this emotion to action, and that we don't stay in a place where we're just venting about our pain. We've been doing that for generations, and the youth are tired of doing that. At this point, they want to see substantive change. And when Commissioner Harrison was saying earlier, like, what do these changes look like? Well, that's a discussion that we need to be having more openly as a city, because if it's obvious that both the citizens and people in the police department and in our judicial system are in agreement that this whole thing needs to be restructured, what does that look like?